They should sound like people you know, yes? So I just want to make a little amendment to the schedule because we started a little bit late. We're going to go through this break. So our first one will be at 2:35. Okay? So tell me, I want to start out with Carmen for a reason. So what did you guys put Carmen in?
Certainty and safety.
Everybody put her in certainty and safety?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So she's not as cut and dry as the other two, right? So she has like her family's important. She has undertones of what else? Love and belonging. Yeah. So the point I want to make with her is that people aren't this simple, right? So it's not to say what I want to make sure is that we don't say, you know, people are for sure in one specific tube. Everybody at certain points, we all fluctuate, right? So if I break up with my boyfriend, I'm having problems with my husband, I might fall in love and belonging because I'm at that point in my life. If I just changed to a new job, if I'm in a new situation, I might be craving somebody to recognize me, somebody to, you know, make sure that they're acknowledging that I'm doing a good job. Depending on what else is going on, certainty and safety is going to come up. So people have multiple things going on. They might have a deficit in all three buckets. But the research consistently says that people have a dominant one that they're craving at a certain point in their life. So everybody should have. So for her, why did you say certainty and safety? So why, Shakira, why?
We said that she was certainty and safety because of her, what was that, her need for like her medication?
Her medication was very well organized, so
Yep.
she has control of that instead of them being all over the place and, you know, taking the wrong medication. So I think it was the same thing.
Yep.
She's got all her files.
Who does this sound like? Yeah. Yep. Anything else that stood out that put her in certainty and safety? Janine, any other thoughts?
I think because she wanted to know, she was really concerned about her lab value.
She wants to know what's coming up, right? She's like very anxious about what's coming up. Good. So what about Joe? Significance, yeah. So I want to clarify. So Joe is classic significance, and actually he's somebody that I met, and he's somebody that should sound pretty familiar. So he's not actually. We have a really similar, almost identical patient. Yeah, so he's not the rest of the guy. But significance is really focused on two things. So physical appearance comes up a lot in significance. So people are very conscious of like looking old is classic, like wanting to look a certain way, wanting to be recognized for stuff. So significance is what else made you put him in significance? What signs in his environment?
When you talk about the shoes,
Because we made him look old, right? Yeah. And he really likes that, right? He likes that. He wants to feel important. Yeah, he wants to feel important. That's the key. So love and belonging. I think this is pretty classic, and I think we have a ton of people like Marguerite. So what about Marguerite keys you in that it's love and belonging?
Well, she talked about her childhood experiences and the fact that her children, although she lived with them, they have a lot going on, and she would wait for them to come down and make sure she was okay, but she still wanted somebody to hear her.
Yeah, she wanted to be heard. So these are the three things that come up, again, that are driving people to change. So the idea is, unless we can connect with that piece of somebody, unless we can figure out an intervention to pair Carmen with certainty, to pair Carmen with something certain, something that's going to keep her on a routine. Unless Marguerite's we can hook her up with some kind of social support network, unless we get her back plugged in with her family, we will going to do thousands of different tasks in thousands of different directions, and it's not most likely going to make that big of a difference long term for her because that core need is not getting met. So we're not successfully meeting the need that she needs to be met. If we can't figure out how to get Joe connected and feel important again, it doesn't matter how many appointments we get him to, it's not going to matter long term because it's not connecting with anything about him as a human being. So this is really the meat of what you guys are good at, and I have a hunch that you are all really natural at this. So that this is really just a framework of starting to think about where do people belong, and then how can I start to incorporate from the beginning how to match people with what their core need is. So the next phase of this is that inside your folders, we have broken out your active patient panels. So before you open the folder, so this is the big folder that's in the center that has your group name on it. Before you open the folders, this is super important. So these are actual patient names. They're confidential. So the reason everybody's name is on the front, there's a copy for everybody, and I need you to sign it back in to make sure that the sheets don't go anywhere, because they do have real patient names, and we're actually going to use it at a later session. Okay. So on your posters, you should have one person who's starred. So Renee is the facilitator for this group. Victor's the facilitator, Andrew and Amanda. These guys helped me to figure out, what patients should go in which folders, who's really active, who we know well enough to do this exercise. So go ahead and hand out the patient